See it. So here we go. It's your
All right. Thank
device
you.
there.
Savvis is an infrastructure services provider. We operate globally in 28 data centers. We have a tier 1 network, and we offer a full range of managed and unmanaged infrastructure services, from co-location to managed services and virtualized services to cloud services. And today we're announcing our next generation cloud compute platform dubbed Project Spirit. So to best introduce Project Spirit, I'd like you to reflect for a moment the last time you were in a data center, and what you undoubtedly saw were a large number of racks of equipment, lots of servers and storage devices and switching equipment, routers and firewalls. And all of those devices appear to be of value, but what you don't see is which applications are running on those devices and the value of those applications to the enterprise. Applications have a variety of different values according to the role they play, their mission criticality, their tie to revenue. And it's important that the designers of the data center tailor their infrastructure for the applications according to their value. When you move to the cloud, you virtualize all of those boxes. It's important, however, though, to reflect the value of the infrastructure, the value of the application in the infrastructure in the cloud, and that's what Savvis is introducing. Today, we're announcing an industry first, which is the industry's first enterprise-class virtual private data center capability with multi-tiered quality of service. Those multiple tiers of quality of service allow us to capture the value of the application in the cloud and tailor the infrastructure in design and capacity and support and in features to the value of that application. Furthermore, we want the move to the cloud to be very simple. And in that simplicity, we've created a cloud interface that allows, through a very small number of steps, the creation of a virtual private data center at a desired quality of service level. To make all this possible are the recent developments and new technologies from companies like VMware and Cisco and others that are really starting to focus on the value that a service provider needs to offer and the controls that they need in the infrastructure components they use to deliver multiple grades of service. A significant area of focus is in the area of security. As you move up application stacks in terms of value to the enterprise, the security elements get stronger, and the cloud needs to be able to meet those security requirements, following many of the best practices that we established in the physical world when we deployed applications in dedicated infrastructure. And so with the appropriate type of service in the cloud, or multiple types of services, you have a very good chance of finding the right service to fit your cost and your application value in your infrastructure provider's cloud with Savvis. And so now I'd like to show you a demonstration of Project Spirit and show you just how simple it is to create a virtual private data center at the appropriate quality of service. So I'm logging into my Savvis Station portal. It's important to note that this portal is the same portal used for all Savvis managed services. And as a result of that is that for an enterprise looking for not just cloud services, but services that span the entire range of co-location, dedicated managed, and virtualized services, all of them are available within this portal and available to be managed and understood from an application perspective. Creating a new virtual private data center is very simple. I click to create a new virtual private data center, and I type in the name of my data center, which I've conveniently named after Paul. I then select my grade of service. There are 3 available. I can select enterprise grade, which is suitable for handling all of that mission critical functionality necessary for the highest value applications. I can select at the other end an essential grade, which is very low cost, very simple solution, very easy to configure, but nonetheless useful for test and dev and other application environments that have very low enterprise criticality, or a middle tier, very useful for web hosting and production applications that aren't thought to be mission critical. Once I've selected my grade of service, I'm then presented with a reference architecture into which I do subsequent drag and drop functions to configure the components that are part of the virtual private data center. For the balanced tier that I've chosen today, I'm configuring servers, and I'm configuring firewalls and storage devices. It's very important to understand that when I'm configuring servers, in this case, the server provisioning environment is tailored to the class of service or the grade of service that I'm purchasing. The result is that I've got more resource guarantees at the highest end, and I've got the least level of resource guarantee at the lowest end of the service level. A story is similar for storage. When you configure storage, you're configuring multiple grades of service. At the highest end, you're configuring the largest variety of storage types, the highest performance in the storage. When you select the lowest grade of service, VPDC, you have the lowest grade of storage. We're configuring a middle tier here and have completed that step. As I mentioned, security is very important in all of these environments, and the appropriate level of security is tailored according to the grade of service purchased in the virtual private data center. Configuring firewalls that are at the perimeter and throughout the virtualization architecture is an essential step in meeting stringent security needs. Finally, I'm able to see the costs associated with my virtual private data center. With Spirit, clients can purchase data center services that are billed by the hour. And finally, I'm able to deploy that data center. Once I deploy a data center in a particular grade of service, I'm free to promote that service later if that becomes a critical part of my application development lifecycle. And of course, I'm able to control my servers as I wish throughout their operation. So I've just provided you a demonstration of Project Spirit and the grades of service that are available in the Savvis Cloud. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, it was great. Appreciate it.